Savannah Guthrie's mom. Um, I don't think this woman is coming home. Sadly, I hope with every fiber of my being that I'm wrong. But I mean, I guess history shows, I mean, these things don't tend to end very well. And who's doing ransom in 2026? Okay. And also, why is TMZ putting the business out there, putting the receipt of the ransom note that they got out there to the media? Why are they doing that when we have a human life in the balance? You know, TMZ is garbage, but I'll get to that. This lady, I don't believe, is coming home because I don't believe this is really a ransom. Ask yourself this question. It's 2026. The whole world, particularly in America, right? Particularly, in the non-rural areas and all that, the metropolises, whatever. We all self-snitch on each other. Everybody I know has a Ring camera. I don't have one. But the majority of people I know have a Ring camera. Okay, the majority of people I know live near businesses that have lots of cameras. There are traffic lights with cameras. You're not getting away with crime in 2026 and not being caught in some kind of footage. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. Okay, so this doesn't make any sense. Think about it. How are you going to get the money and how are you going to do the drop off? How's that going to work? We're going to put the money in a brown paper bag and leave it on 5th and 7th, 5th and Douglas, and we'll pick the money up. Do you think that that's how this works? This isn't a movie. They could track every movement you had. They can go and subpoena all the cameras around the route that you took and catch you and have the FBI enhance your face, enhance the faces of everybody in that fucking car because you'd be stupid to ride around in heavy tint because that's going to draw police interest. They don't like you having heavy tint like that. That's another reason for you to possibly be pulled over. That's what my mind imagines. So they're going to have your face, they're going to have your route, they're going to have your license plate, whether you stole the car or not. They'll know where you stole the car, and then they'll subpoena the footage of that site. You see, none of this works. You can't be a kidnapper, a serial killer, a bank robber. You can't be shit in 2026 because, again, the whole world self-snitches on itself. So this makes no sense. If you ask me, okay, somebody was mad at this lady. So there was an issue, and they went in and they did something terrible to her and took her somewhere else and did some more terrible shit, and she is no longer with us. And the ransom note is a way to be like, oh, I'm going to throw the cops off my trail because then they're going to think whatever. And they're going to sit and wait for them to respond to the ransom note, and they're going to wait for my response, and I'm going to already be in Mexico or whatever. This is what my mind imagines. This is somebody buying time, right? Because if you don't want people to know about it, see, like in the movies, which this feels like a movie, right? This is glare. In the movies, right? Don't they say, hey, we want the money by 12 o'clock noon, and don't you dare alert the media or the authorities. Why would the people alert the media themselves? The most nosy media in the world. And so I talked about getting the lady. How are you going to get the money? If they send it via electronic means and it shoots into your bank account and you receive it, they can track your IP address. They got you there. Okay, they got you there. If you're stupid enough to have it go into a traditional bank account, they got you there. All this shit can be subpoenaed. All this shit can be tracked. Where did Savannah Guthrie send her money? That's an easy thing for these people in forensics to find out. That's a very easy thing for them to find out. So there's no way these people are going to get the money clean. You might get the money, but you ain't going to have it for long. You ain't going to have it for long. And then how do you drop the lady off? Again, they could track your vehicle movements. You don't think that wherever she is dropped off at, and they're like, oh, you better shut the fuck up. We have the money now. You think she's just gonna sit there and go home and not say anything? She's gonna holler, she's gonna scream, she's gonna wave down traffic, she's gonna run into the nearest business or the nearest home. Help me, I'm Savannah Guthrie's mom, and these guys had me. Do you think that she's gonna cleanly get away with this shit? No. She's not getting away. She's not going home. This is not a ransom. This isn't a ransom. This is somebody's means of hurting an old lady, and it's probably directed at Savannah. Maybe she's got beef with somebody. Maybe it's somebody in the family. Maybe they realize they're not, in the will. Maybe somebody was, disinherited. Whatever it is, it's something like that. It is not a traditional ransom. We don't see ransoms in this day and age outside of places like Mexico and other places where if you're an American and you out there and you flashing it, you might get taken. I'll agree that happens there. I don't know about the ring camera system they have over there. I don't know about their situation in Mexico. I'm not in Mexico, but I know here you're not getting away with that shit. Let's get to TMZ. TMZ should be shut the fuck down. This is absolutely horrible that they put the letter out. And I know they had the little caveat of, oh, we're not going to release the details of the letter. You shouldn't have released that you received a letter. Because this is an 84-year-old lady. And we want to bring her home because she's probably hurt and scared. And on a human level, you would probably want to alleviate that. Her children are scared. Okay, they don't mention dad. It seems like dad is gone. But if her husband's alive somewhere, I'm sure he's scared and distressed and concerned for her, and as well as her brothers and sisters. Why would you do that? See, in law enforcement, right? Because I've seen a lot of these movies, because this feels like a movie to me. Again, this isn't a ransom. But don't they always say, you know what, let's keep it quiet. Let's keep it to ourselves, pay the money, jump through the hoops, but let's play it close to the vest because we don't know what these guys are capable of. But yada 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 yada. See, the whole goal is for us to have more information than we give out if we're trying to help somebody. If you're really trying to help somebody, you let the bad guy give you all the information. Oh, okay, so drop it off at 5. Okay, great. Oh, where are you going to be? Oh, okay, 5 o'clock on Douglas and 7th. Okay, so they must frequent that area a lot. Let's pull all the footage from that area within the last 2 weeks and see if we have any frequent flyers. Anybody who looks like they might be able to, strong arm their way into a house and extract someone without the neighbors knowing. Let's look at these people. Let's use facial recognition to see if any of these people have priors. That's what you do. You let them send you the shit. You don't even have to let them know that you received it until you're ready to. TMZ should be shut down for this. This is the most sociopathic shit I've ever seen. The lady that was interviewing one of the two main guys at TMZ, the douchebag with the dreadlocks, okay, that douchebag, okay? The other one, Harvey, that douchebag was in the Epstein file, so that tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know about the moral compass or lack thereof of these people. But the douche with the dreadlocks, okay, was on a show, and the news lady was like, you can see the news lady was pissed. The news lady thought he was an asshole. She knew what she was dealing with. She was like, so, can you explain? She said it so nice but nastily. She really wanted to curse him out. It was funny. I wish I could pull it off the way she did it, but she was like, so you received the letter and you then made the subsequent choice to let the public know that you received the letter. And I think everyone here at KMDC, or whatever the fuck she said, everyone here at KMDC are just curious about why you made that choice. And she cocked her head to the side and everything, subtext being, you're a piece of shit. You are endangering this lady. And his little bullshit answer was, oh, well, the cops never told us not to release the information. The cops never said anything. And so, we've obviously withheld some of the details of the letter, but, we just put the letter out, and we think that the letter is a strong indication that the woman is alive. Why? Just because I wrote you a letter doesn't mean anyone's alive. I wrote you a letter. That's an indication that she's alive. Me putting pen to paper is an indication that she's alive. This is your justification for putting this out? Like, we're just sharing the good news. I got to get away from this light, man. We're just sharing the good news. And we just, the cops didn't say we couldn't do it. Once again, just because you haven't been given, an edict, a mandate to not do something, doesn't mean that you should do the thing, because again, this is a human being and we want to bring her home. TMZ, no matter what the circumstances are, and again, this is not a ransom, TMZ should be shut down. TMZ should have been shut down way back in the day when they were having guys shove cameras up Britney Spears' skirts and shit, and doing all kinds of foul shit to these young actors and actresses, sexualizing these people, doing all these things. And yes, I do know these people put themselves in this position. But there's class. There are things that you can report on. There are things that are going to make, more scandalous headlines. And really what that says at the end of the day is it's all about money. And nobody's shocked about that, but not all money is good money. But that's the soulless, vapid entertainment industry. And it's only bested in soullessness and vapidity, by the media that covers it. This lady is not coming home. I hope to God I'm wrong. Everybody, I know, people out there get caught up in sensationalism and all this, but we need to boycott TMZ. I don't watch the shit. I've seen clips here and there on YouTube. I will never ever watch a clip of TMZ, because all I'm doing is making them feel like their behavior is right. Their behavior is reprehensible. And I'll say this one last thing. And, Savannah Guthrie seems like a nice lady. Okay. I'll say this. If you have an 84-year-old mother, and you've got the coin, you got the money, I assume you have her set up in a pretty nice area. I assume you have her set up and you have a system to alert you if she needs distress. Because she is 84, people trip and fall. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. You remember that shit? People fall down. People need life alerts. People need things. You get older, you need a little bit of help. Where's the Ring camera? They put the Ring camera out within 2 seconds after shit goes down. Where is the Ring camera footage? Why didn't your mom have a Ring camera? I'm assuming, again, if you're Savannah Guthrie, you got the money, you don't have your mom living in bumfuck Iowa in a trailer park. She's probably set up in a pretty nice place, in a pretty nice area. You know what rich people have? A fuck ton of cameras everywhere. So that even if you don't have a camera at your personal pad, Chuck Davenport, right across the street, he's got a camera. Cindy Lou Who next door's got a camera. Somebody's gonna catch something. You remember Chris Watts? That's how Chris Watts got caught. He didn't have a camera. His neighbor did. That's how he got caught. That's how stupid he was. This is fishy. This is weird. It's not a ransom, and I do not believe that this woman is coming home. And I'm very sorry to say that. Once again, I hope I'm wrong.